Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Welcome to season 3, episode 10 of
Tyler's Talk
Football,
Football, sort
sort
of,
of,
straight out
of
of
the
the basement.
basement. How's everybody doing today? And
Happy New
how
Year,
are you?
folks,
That's
folks,
right. Happy New
folks.
Year 2025
Wow, already the fourth. Or is this the
already.
fifth? What is today?
Today is the
The
5th.
fifth already. It's zooming by
Just zooming
already,
right
already.
by Ray. And hoping that you had a great holiday, safe and everything else, and you enjoyed yourselves.
Yes, yes, sir. Well,
My name is Quentin, aka Q.
you're cute.
I'm cute.
Hi, Q.
Hi.
Hey,
And
I am Billy
Billy, of
Biff,
course.
and I am the unofficial mascot.
Unofficial. Official. It's,
The Bills organization doesn't know about me, but
maybe we should make it known.
I represent the Buffalo Bills Mafia.
Yes, you do. Yes,
Yes,
you do.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. And that's a nice little t-shirt you
Thank
got
you, honey.
there.
Some people ask me, where do you get all these T-shirts and wigs? Amazon. Every last one.
That's a plug for
Yes.
Amazon,
And
everyone.
today I felt sort of purplish and purple wig,
Right?
my big ass earrings,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that look like old records, and let's go Buffalo, and my I have a little nurse scrub underneath here, gray. I'm
Yep.
trying to coordinate.
Coordinate.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, well, then let's get to our toast.
Well, there's a story behind my coffee today. Folks, this one is Mr. Coffee. So my hubs is Mr. Duncan Coffee, and that's what he does, and that's who he is, and that's beautiful. And sometimes I'm tea. I love prosecco. I love mimosas. I love green tea, blueberry tea. Sometimes I have water, but today I'm joining your camp. I'm having just a boring cup of coffee. But there's a story behind the mug. It has to be a story. My girl Denise Mindel, better known as Boobada, for Christmas gave me this adorable little mug called Girlfriends, right up there with booze and shopping. Is
Oh,
that
here
not
we
the
go.
cutest? Thanks, Boobala.
That's the cutest thing.
Mm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. What can you say? It's just coffee.
Okay.
But very good. Very good.
Can you believe it's week 18, the last week of the regular season of the NFL?
Did this seem like it flew by quicker this season? I mean, it seems like it was
Hmm.
just September,
It
and
seems like
now
that.
it's January.
It seems like that. It definitely seems like that. And time is just going by. And great season. Some surprises, but it's not over yet. That's for sure.
Well, I just have to say one thing. I know today it's going to be over for a lot of people. Today. You're talking about it ain't over. I think
Well,
some people will be cleaning out their lockers
yeah,
today
yeah,
as
yeah.
we speak.
A lot of people
And
will.
you know what? Well,
Well,
yeah, we'll see.
it is what
That's
it is.
to be determined. We'll figure all
Well,
this.
quick recap. Last week, the Giants beat the Colts in a wild one.
Congratulations,
Yes, they won
sweetheart.
their third game of the year. And the Bills really whipped up on them.
What?
Yes.
I mean, that was a
Oh,
spanking.
God.
It was the game. It was, you know what? It
Oh,
became
my
comical.
goodness.
Are we talking about that now or later?
Oh, we'll talk about it later. But
Okay,
but
it was
but it,
comical.
but it was comical.
It was.
That's what you say.
It's at a certain point. It was comical, but they did great. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay, we'll talk about that
Mhm.
later. The playoff picture is really shaping up. In the AFC, the Bills, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Houston, KC, the Chargers. But 3 teams are still in the mix: Cincinnati, Denver, and Miami. Now, if Denver loses, Cincinnati's in. Uh, if Cincinnati's in, period, maybe. If Miami wins uh, and Denver loses, between Miami and Cincinnati, we shall see. But
Is Tua still playing? I haven't. Not that I'm really. Is he out on protocol or is he playing for Miami?
Tua is out today because he had an injury.
Another injury?
No, not
Oh,
that
no,
kind of
this is
injury.
it now. I guess this is enough now.
No, it's a hip injury.
A hip.
Yes,
Now
he hurt
it's his
his
head. Now,
He hurt his head.
so what do you think the message that he should be getting?
Well,
He's hurt
the
his
message
head.
is
Now
he
it's
should.
his hip.
He's good as the off season. If they don't make the playoffs, he needs to rest.
Go
That's
ahead.
it.
I can't say
And the
more.
NFC,
I'm just done talking to these people.
we
Not
got
listening.
Philly, Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, Washington,
The Commanders.
and Yes, the Commanders. You got the LA Rams, and then we have Tampa Bay or Atlanta.
Okay.
Now, Tampa Bay is in the driver's seat. If they win, they're in. If they lose, Atlanta is in because of the head-to-head. So we shall see what happens
There's
there.
a whole bunch of names. To be honest with you, I'm playing devil's advocate. There's too many names, too many teams mentioned.
Listen,
It's
this
just
is
too
the NFL, okay? Get used to it.
all these names, all these teams. And
Well, that's because you only follow one
that's
team, and
doggone
you should
straight,
follow
buddy.
more than one
That's
team.
that's
Since this is
that's straight,
an
my friend.
NFL show,
It's an
it's
NFL.
not just the Buffalo Bills
I
or the
know,
Giants.
okay, I'm so sorry.
Okay,
folks,
okay.
For being so
All right.
selfish.
Okay, well, let's get to our favorite pieces, NFL stories
Yes.
today.
Yes.
And, well, Josh and Lamar,
Wow, this is getting good.
the 50 writers who will be voting this week, it's up to them.
Now, you know what? Last week, folks, we kind of discovered something in the last week talking. Last week, of course, I'm still gung ho, Josh, and I want him to get it. And congratulations to Lamar. He's won 2 times. Fantastic quarterback. We watched the game yesterday. He's unreal. But of course, my heart belongs to Joshua Allen.
Yes,
But you know, I didn't realize that there could be a tie.
yeah,
I never knew that they.
It rarely happens, but
that
there
wouldn't.
could be a
But
tie.
you know, because
And there has
the
been.
numbers are close in terms. Of course, there's the ones who the aficionados who are pro Lamar, the ones who are pro Josh. So it's tight. But yesterday, oh God, that daggone Lamar, can't he do no wrong? And I mean, this is just being unbiased.
It is tight.
It's tight, but it should be a tie, I believe.
But that
What do
would
you
make
think,
it
folks?
fair. Yeah, what do you think?
Yes.
I'd say Lamar by a hair. By a hair. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was a tie. And I wouldn't be surprised if Josh won because he deserves it as well. So we shall see.
They're 2 outstanding
But
quarterbacks
unfortunately,
and young
we
men.
won't know the vote until the day before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but yesterday's game was we got so much to talk about. And for our Baltimore cousins, man, that game was good. But today's
Yes.
game's going to be great with Buffalo.
Okay.
So go ahead.
All right.
Oh,
So,
I'm sorry.
yes.
Just
So,
get so excited. Do you ever notice in 3 seasons, I get excited.
yes.
I
Of
get
course.
excited about a lot.
Oh, yes, you do.
I'm just a little, how do you know?
Yeah. How did I know that? Okay. Is this Aaron Rodgers' last game?
Needs to be. And let me tell you why, Q.
What? Why? Why is that?
Okay, he played last week. Someone's calling. That's okay. They played us last week, and as I said last week, he ushers in a great cloud of misery and despair. I don't know what's going on in his personal life. I don't really care. But he brings bad juju, bad energy, juju, energy. Now, you asked me a question. Is this Mr. Rogers' last game? Now, I'm not so biased, to say he ain't a great quarterback. My God, he's won how many Super Bowls? He won MVPs as well. He's been fantastic.
Yes, he has.
Okay, when he was up there, where was he up there?
He has won a Super Bowl.
Green Bay. Where was he before?
Green Bay.
Okay, fantastic, Aaron. Not the most personable guy to suit up, I have to say, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's time for Aaron, and today may be his last game. It's either going to be, in my humble opinion, as an analyst that I've become now, it will either be his last game suited up in the green, that horrible green color that they wear, or gangrene, or perhaps he'll end up somewhere else. Now, if you ask me, hey Billy, hey Vic, what do you think? Time to go.
Time to go.
Hang up, but please don't come to TV, because Aaron, listen to me. A lot of these guys are able to transfer easily from the gridiron to behind the desk TV, Strahan, and that handsome young man, Nathaniel Burkus, Nate, and many others. Many others, legends.
Right.
Okay, and of course, my new baby from Shelton High, Mr. Orlovsky. Okay, Dan.
All right.
Some people, I'm not done. Some people are able to transfer from the gridiron to TV. I don't see Aaron doing that. Don't bring that gloom to my TV set.
That's right.
But the best of luck to him.
All right. The best of luck.
Whatever he does. God
And,
bless him.
and yesterday, if you caught the Baltimore
Oh my
Cleveland
God.
Browns game. You
Oh
saw
my
one of the
God.
best
Ah,
plays
it was awesome.
of this whole season.
Yes.
And it was funny too.
we were.
Michael Pierce,
It may be those who don't know him, and I certainly never heard of him.
defensive lineman for the Baltimore
Adorable.
Ravens.
What is he, about 400 pounds?
No,
He's got
he's
to
not
be.
400. He's
He,
about 350.
that's a whole lot of love right
That's
there.
still.
He's a bundle of love. We were listen, folks. We were watching, and I actually watched the game yesterday to get prepared because I do my homework, right, honey?
Yes.
So we were watching Lamar and company doing a great job,
Yes.
and then this big burger of love
Ah,
catches the ball, interception, right?
yeah.
And he's got to be, he's massive and adorable, 400 pounds at least of love. And he caught the ball. I said, is he going to run?
No.
Run!
He dropped on one knee. Said,
Run,
no,
Michael Pierce,
I'm not
run.
running 80 yards.
And he took a knee. He said,
took
I'll
a
be
knee.
damned. He said, I'll be damned. It ain't going to hurt me.
Oh my God.
But then when he went to the sideline, all
They
the
loved
other
him.
Ravens swooped in and they gave him love. And it was just so beautiful.
It was great to see.
I love, but is that rare
because
to see?
it's a lineman's dream, a defensive lineman's
it
dream
to catch a ball.
to get an interception. I mean, it's
Oh my
happened
God.
obviously,
He's
but
adorable.
the way he just went down and said, "Forget it,
But
I'm good."
but
that was great.
Now,
That
I have to say, I'm
was
so
great.
sorry, honey. I'm just so excited today for some reason. But I have to say, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I don't know a lot of the defensive players' names.
Mm-mm.
But they need love too. And I know we're not doing this segment this week, but if I had to have a segment called You Make Me Love You, it's for Michael Pierce.
Yes.
Because
was
that dude,
that was a great play.
500 pounds, and he caught the ball, and he said, took a knee, and he got love.
He looks pretty big in that uniform, but he caught
Oh,
that
he's
ball
adorable.
and a couple of steps and
I
just
love
took
this
that
dude.
knee and said,
"Oh,
No
that will probably be one of the highlights of his career,
Oh.
don't you think?"
"Oh, you will
His
be."
great grandkids, and he said, "Remember, Granddaddy was out there. Granddaddy, you caught that ball." Oh, come on, I'm sorry. Go
All
ahead.
right, let's move on. Rookie QBs made a big impact this season,
Oh,
particularly
wow.
the first round
Ooh,
pick rookies.
yes.
And we just want to mention a few of them.
Yes, give
I'm
them some
sure
love.
you do know, of course, Jaden Daniels of the Washington Commanders.
He's had.
What
Is
a
he
hell of a year.
Would you say out of all the QBs, and we're going to talk about the main ones, has he had the most successful year so far?
I'd say so out of the rookie QBs, yes.
And what do you think makes what?
Oh, he was a great player. He was a great player. Let's break it down.
I
Let's
said that.
break it down.
Okay,
He was a great player.
But he was great in college.
He was great in college.
And he won the Heisman.
Won the Heisman.
What
And this
college?
time the Heisman was true to form. He actually did very well for his team. He started the whole year, which is rare too.
What college do you remember? I know this.
LSU. He went to
LSU.
LSU.
Well, can I just say
He
to you-
started at Arizona State
Yes,
with our man Herm Edwards as his
I
coach.
love Herm.
When Herm left,
He left.
he left
He said, "I'm out."
LSU.
But you know what, honey? Can I say this? Because I've done some research.
You've done some research.
We highlighted Jaden Daniels and his lovely mother, who's now his agent.
Yes.
And what I love to see, why we're going to talk about these young men who are all babies, they're 23, 24 years old. And I have sneakers older than that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And they worked hard and nobody gave them nothing.
Right.
Jaden Daniels is so respectful because I'm into respect. I'm into these young men. He's not flashy. It don't take all that. But then again, I mean, when I say don't take all that. That's just me. If you're a flashy guy, you got earrings, you got gold, because I love my Keon, and he's flashy. So I shouldn't have said. Let me walk that back.
Take that back. Walk that
Let me
back.
walk that back. It's whatever you love is who you are. But I really enjoy the fact that Jaden just comes as he is. But I still love flashy too.
Okay, let's move on to the next player.
Okay, sorry.
Michael Penix.
Oh,
Now, Michael had a very successful season at Washington.
yes, he
at Washington.
did. Outstanding.
And he was one of the finalists for the Heisman Trophy as well.
Yeah.
And actually, quite frankly, we know that Kirk Cousins was picked to be the Atlanta quarterback. They gave him the big contract.
Why?
But he didn't deserve the big contract this year. He didn't play well.
No way, Jose.
And Michael Penix, quite frankly, in my opinion, should have
Yes.
been in a little bit earlier than the last couple of weeks.
Why did they wait so long?
I don't know.
But can I say this
don't
to you,
know.
dear?
He did well when he did get in there.
He's doing good. He's got a bright future.
He is
Another stable-minded, outstanding character.
Which comes to this. What are they going to do with Kirk Cousins next year? They got to pay him. So we'll see.
Well,
And Michael, they don't have to pay as much right now because he's still on that rookie contract. So you got to keep him.
how much do rookies get, or is it based on individual the inner
Based
workings of?
on what order of the draft you were picked in.
But they make money. That's the point.
They make money, but so much money, and
Yeah.
they rely on that rookie contract until that expires,
Yes.
and either they will get more money with new contract,
But
or they will move on.
oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm so excited. Can I say this about Michael Penix?
Yes.
He's another one that I liked. I watched him when he played college ball.
Did you?
Excuse me. Excuse me. I did watch him when he played college ball.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Because my sis Marla, okay, she's an Oregon person, and she got me start into this college ball thing. However, Mr. Penix, I wanted to say something about there's a lesson in him. There's a lesson in this, and I'll tell you what I think it is in my humble opinion.
Yes, go right ahead,
Okay,
my dear.
why are you deep breathing again?
Because we're going to see
I
how long this
can't-
takes
okay.
before I put the buzzer on.
Okay, he didn't get annoyed.
Yeah.
He didn't go bombastic. He didn't get impatient. Say, why? When's my turn? And I'm sure probably deep down he's saying, "Damn."
Yeah.
But he just stayed the course, and now he's getting an opportunity. And I'd like to say congratulations to Mike for and continued success. We love you.
Okay. Bo Nix
Love that kid too.
from Oregon.
Yeah,
Now
outstanding.
he's another player
Yeah.
that Sean Payton got it right this time.
Yes.
He waited it out with that debacle with Russell Wilson. It's
Get
unfortunate.
me started with him.
But
Peyton.
Bo Nix is the real deal,
Yes, he is.
and he's done well for Denver, and will bring him to a playoff. If
Really?
It depends. Now, what's going to happen is, of course, Cincinnati already won, so Denver has to win, and then we'll see what happens there. But if Denver loses, Cincinnati's in. So
I just love his name.
Bo Nix.
I mean, he's got the perfect name. Very theatrical.
All right.
I think he just got. Is that the one that just got married or young? Oh, it doesn't matter.
I'm not sure.
Because I bring the other stuff of football.
Let's go on to Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Now, Caleb was the #1
Yes.
draft pick
What
this
happened?
year in the NFL. Well, he's on a bad team. I don't think he has
Nobody's catching.
enough players around him to be successful. I don't know if the coaching is suspect.
No.
But he has the skills.
Yeah.
He has potential.
Yeah.
You
think he's pissed?
And
That
I
he's
don't
not
know.
doing well. That the team's not
I mean,
catching?
he's a team player. He wants to do well. They all want to do well. But it's Chicago, and until the Bears show me differently, it's going to be Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and let's move on to the next and last. Drake May,
Mm-hmm.
New
I'm just looking
England
something up. for us.
Patriots.
Yes.
Now, New England Patriots not doing well this year. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
they started out with Jacoby Brissett, but they didn't get rid of him, but they relegated him to the bench. He wasn't doing that well.
Oh.
So they said, let's bring the rookie in now so he
Yeah.
can get the experience. So they basically wrote
That's
off the season.
awesome.
They basically wrote off the season. But
Yeah.
you know what, though?
This is Boston.
Yeah, this
The
is New
Patties.
England
Oh,
Patriots.
Patty
Patties.
Why do I still
So-
call them Boston Patriots? That's funny. I said that.
Yeah, that's
Way-
like real
10,000
old
years
time.
ago.
Yes, it was a long time ago.
Okay.
But anyway, that is Drake May. And he'll get better. I mean,
Mhm.
he's a decent quarterback.
Yes.
And that is their quarterback of the future.
Now,
There's something you want
yes, I
to
do.
look up?
I was looking something up about this. I love me some Deion Sanders. And Deion has been spitting out a lot of positive. He always spits out lessons and positive, encouraging, inspirational words. And I thought what I'm going to read now applies to this fresh crop of players.
Mhm.
Some have good days, some have bad days, some are
Right.
seen, some are. And my Deion said, I just have a feeling that he's going to be in the NFL soon.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Okay,
sure
and
he
that's
will.
always going to be electric. Okay. Dion says, and I think this is a lesson for all of us folks. Dion says, I don't have a bad day ever in life. I may have a bad moment, a bad minute, a bad hour, but never a bad day. Now, I guess it can apply to what person's going through, obviously, but in terms of football, and where somebody's down, or I didn't get in, I didn't catch, it's a bad minute, it's a bad moment, but don't let it overshadow your inertia, your positivity to move on.
For
That's
sure.
all. And that's
For
my
sure.
Dion moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
And Dion is
Ah!
he's
He
a
could be
very
a minister. He really
well,
could.
yeah, he could be.
I would be
I'm
going to
sure
his church.
he looks like he's on the pulpit when he talks to that
Doesn't
team.
he? He's
And
like
he's a great father
past,
figure to a
uh,
lot of those players.
and a great dad to his own
Okay, so
biological children.
yeah,
My
so
God, yes,
so
I love that
kudos
man.
to Deion
Dion,
Sanders.
yes.
Okay, let's move on. Bromances.
Now,
Bromances.
tell the people how this segment came to be.
Because you thought of it. Yes.
But you weren't feeling it at first.
Well, no.
You said
not at
bromance.
first. Well,
That's what
what
you
do you
said.
mean by bromance?
You said
Exactly.
okay.
Okay, but
Let me
we're gonna
explain.
get into it. We're gonna get into it.
Okay.
Yes, you can explain,
Okay.
and we can sound off on who we think has the best bromances in the NFL.
Okay.
Okay, so we want to start with that, or you want to start with the concept of bromance?
Just a quick little thing. So, for my idea of bromance, would be that connection that is just so organic. That connection that is just so it's tight, it's natural, it's not forced. It's like boom. It's a relationship that just it's
Right.
beautiful. It is beautiful,
Just beautiful.
and it's dependable. And so when I say not romance, bromance.
Okay. Well, let's start with Patrick and Travis.
Well, jeez.
Well,
I've been
that's
bromance for
been a
years.
bromance for years.
My God,
They've
what
had that
is
kind of
it?
relationship. Oh, they're just
It's
great together.
beautiful.
They read off each other, and they're winners. And that's not much more to be said about that bromance.
Yeah. And they're
Lamar,
friends off. I think
right.
that helps too if your friends off. What is it when you're not playing off? When it's off season.
Off
That's the
season.
word.
Right,
Since it's
exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lamar and Derek. Now Derek just joined the team
Oh,
this year,
he's a
but he's
powerful
been
something.
terrific.
Oh,
Great pro, and him and Lamar just match up beautifully.
beautiful.
He's taking some of the pressure off of Lamar, and both of them together. I mean,
It's beautiful to watch.
it is beautiful to watch. And we'll throw in Zay Flowers as well.
I love his name.
Zay.
Zay
That's a great name.
Flowers.
Zay.
Is there? I mean, kind of off the rails minute. Is there? Which team is the guy named Likely? I love his name too.
He's on Baltimore as well.
Oh, he's likely to be on back
Isaiah
next year.
Likely.
I love Likely.
That's a great name.
It's a great name. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
The best bromance coming up. I
Josh
see it.
and James Cook.
May I take this?
Yes, you may.
I just get so excited inside. Hold it together, Vince. Because I feel like I'm going to cry.
Oh, don't cry.
I
please.
feel like if these guys make it to the Super Bowl,
There's no crying in football.
no, it is. Your wife will be out of control. I just love it, But let me just say, I love the relationship between Josh and James Cook. It's popping this year. It's cooking and all the cute little words that make that connection. But Josh is having a lot of. I mean, he's throwing to everybody.
Yes.
But he also had that connection. I know it's not. They didn't leave well. Stefan Diggs. I would think that was. But I'm saying that the bromance was there last year. But I'm really feeling him and James Cook. And James is just. He's a smaller. I love those smaller guys that get in and the vision of Josh to throw it to him. Beautiful relationship. Go ahead.
Okay. And last but not least, the most prolific duo in the NFL this year that's
Wow.
not really talked about.
That's a shame.
Joe Burrows, Joe Cool, and Jamar Chase.
Why aren't they talking about it?
Well, they're not talking about it as much as, with Lamar and Josh and of course
Because
Patrick
the team isn't as good.
Mahomes. The team wasn't as good, but they won lately. They're in the hunt for playoffs when they weren't in the hunt. By the way, they started the season.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrows has better stats than Lamar and Josh and all the quarterbacks.
Really?
Yes, he does. And Jamar Chase has about 1,700 yards receiving, more than any other receiver this year. So that means what?
That means that, you know what, hon? I didn't realize that. I know this
Oh,
is your thing with
okay.
this. You're telling me that Joe.
Joe
So then
Cool.
the two names that are in contention for MVP, my Josh and Mr. Lamar. So you're telling me that Joe Cool has better numbers?
Yes, he does.
How come he's not mentioned? Because the team sucks?
Well, yeah.
Okay, that's basically.
But they played very well lately, and he's brought them to the brink of the playoffs.
Wow,
They
Joe.
notoriously have slow starts, but
Yeah.
I tell you, that's a team to watch. And if they do make the playoffs, you better watch out for Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Let's move on.
Let's move on quickly.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Boston vibes. Now,
Oh,
this
here we
is
go.
a little segment,
Yes.
and
Well,
we just want to take you
take
to
you there.
Boston.
Yes, we'll take you there. Tell me now. I'll take you there.
I'll take you there.
Folks, there's nothing in this
Mm.
coffee
Help,
except
help.
I'll take you there.
Ooh-ah.
Okay,
Yes,
in honor of Mavis Staples, of course, the
of
diva.
course.
You know what, Q? I'll tell you something. We're playing the patty cakes today. Did you hear? Oh, how come I'm falling out the chair? We're playing the patty cakes today,
Yes.
New England Patriots. I call them the patty cakes. I ain't never been a real big fan of the Patriots. Outstanding, of course, Brady, the icon that he is, and that Coach Belichick. But I love me some Boston, the city. Folks, I'd ask this one, honey, when we retire, I love the city so much. I'd like to think, let's entertain the thought. And he said, no, for a lot of reasons. First of all, my cousin, Lenita, love you, cuz. I went to visit her a few times in Boston. Lives in a beautiful section called Back Bay. My God, just lovely. Took me for a walk. We're walking down the Back Bay section of Boston, these pretty brownstones, what have you. And she says, cuz, that way up in the sky, they're beautiful. That's where Brady used to live. I said, oh my God, it's gorgeous. But beside that, I mean, not beside that. Let me tell you why Boston hits me right in the heart. Boston has an energy that seems to fit my energy. It's frenetic. It's like it's so much to do, so many things to see and do and go and be. The rivers, the colleges, the parks. You can walk around a lot. Now the driving's a little crazy, but I like those cute little cobblestone streets. Cute. But I wanted to share something that has nothing to do with the football because that's what I bring to the show.
Yeah.
That's what we call sort of. I want to talk about all the people that have come out of Boston. Boston. Is that
Boston.
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 Now I'm going to start. This is you. If you look at your hometown and say, oh, we've had a few celebs come out. Buffalo, of course, we've had Rick James, the Goo Goo Dolls, and a few more I can't think of right now. But Boston. Let me sit for a minute. That's taking me a minute. Of course, my baby Mark Wahlberg, Matt Damon. Now, Ben Affleck, we always want to put as a born in Boston. He was actually born in California, but he moved to Boston at 3 years old. So he's a Bostonian.
He's a Boston.
Chris
Boston
Evans,
is.
the Marvel guy. The crazy, outrageous Bill Burr. Conan O'Brien. Jay Leno. The fabulous new addition. Bobby Brown, Ralph Tresvant, Michael Givens, Vicky Bell, Ronnie DeVoe. Outstanding writer, actress, producer Mindy Kaling, the crazy Amy Poehler, the legendary James Taylor, Steve Carell from The Office, the late great Donna Summer, outstanding disco queen, and my new best girlfriend in my head, the outlandish Jennifer Coolidge. Well, this is just too much. All these Boston, what's in the water over there? This ain't got nothing to do with football. I'm just saying something's in the water. I want to move.
Okay. Kudos to Boston, which is a lovely town.
Oh, I love that.
I mean,
good
I've
food.
been there several times.
I just all the neighborhoods and
But
all the food. The Italian,
it
because
is
the Italian food is delicious.
It is
If I say so myself.
a wonderful city.
I want to go back this summer.
All right, so let's move on. Today, key game is going to be Minnesota at Detroit for the division for the number one seed in the division.
Detroit's hot.
And not only in the division, but in all of the NFC.
Detroit is outstanding. Detroit is just
That's going to be a great game,
yes.
and we shall see. Both of them have already obviously made the playoffs,
yes.
but that is the game.
Good luck, Detroit.
Today's game, and of course, the other games will involve Atlanta and Tampa Bay. Panthers at Atlanta, New Orleans at Tampa Bay. Of course, you don't care. Of course, you don't care.
Okay, move on to the big one.
It's NFL football, and I care.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
but let's move on to the one I want to talk about.
So, moving on.
At 1 o'clock
At
soon.
1 o'clock,
What
of course.
time is it now?
It's close. It's
okay,
close.
we gotta hurry. Okay.
It's close. Giants at the Eagles and the Bills at the Jets.
Woo!
Those are the local teams.
Yes.
And my Giants, well, they're at
know,
Philly.
we do know.
And we know that probably most of the starters will not be playing today because they have nothing to play for.
They have not. They really don't.
Well, they've
What they
already.
playing for?
Philly is already in the playoffs. The Giants.
That's
Well,
hurt.
you know what? You know what they're playing for again?
No.
Next year's contract.
Their pride.
Next year's contract, and their
Yeah.
pride, of course.
Yeah, I shouldn't
Of course.
laugh.
And
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
you know,
I'm
and no,
sorry,
you
sweetie.
shouldn't laugh.
I'm sorry, honey.
You know.
This one gets so sensitive about this team.
Well, because they're my
Maybe
team.
you've been.
They're my team.
You've tasted the Super Bowl. We ain't tasted nothing but defeat.
Yes.
But that's still the Mafia.
Keep
and we're
on
going.
talking. You still might not taste that.
Ooh.
I love it. I do wish Buffalo
Thank you.
a lot of
Let's
luck,
move on
of
to the
course.
last game.
Bills and Jets. Now, they're no. I'm sorry. I said I am wrong. I'm wrong, people.
I'll take it.
Bills
from
at the Patriots.
the patty cakes.
The patty cakes.
They're playing it in
I
well,
said that
we're
wrong.
assuming that we're hoping that we win. I believe it's in Boston. And
It is in Boston.
you know, it's just a joy.
Foxborough. to
It's
be
Foxborough.
exact.
I wish. Why didn't we go to that? We're only 3 hours from Boston. Why didn't we go to this game? You know,
Because
folks,
you
let me
need
tell
you
something,
need those
people.
you need
Let me
those
tell you about this one. Okay, we're going a little over. Don't get upset, sweetie. I got to tell the people what's going on in this house. We ain't never been to no football game.
no, not together.
Oh,
That's for sure.
no. I mean, and but in 2026, the new Highmark Stadium will be open. And this one, I told him, "Hun, we got to go see the Bills play." But he ain't never even. Since I've been with him 15 years, I've never seen you go to a Giants game.
Yes, I've been to a Giants game.
Not since I've been with you.
Maybe not since you.
But that's 15 years, honey. So for you to be Mr. Giants, I don't know
I
about your
am Mr.
allegiance.
Giants. I am
Well, I
Mr.
don't know about
Giants.
the allegiance. Don't
And
sound
I
too good.
certainly have been able to at least try to get tickets.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to,
Okay.
but you know what though? Some things happen like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean
But we're
that
just
I'm not a
having-
great
No,
fan.
we're just having fun.
But
people.
I have been to the game, but
Yeah.
not with you.
No.
And probably before you, when they were more readily available.
You know, the last time I went to the Bills, as much as I'm a Bill Mafia person,
Yeah.
I'm the mascot. When OJ played,
Yeah.
that's an upset.
Yeah, you're a Buffalo fan. All right, folks.
Okay.
That's it for today.
Yes.
And enjoy your games.
Have a good day. Be
And
safe.
Always remember to press that button.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for watching us. We are turning the corner on this season. About another month, and then we'll be in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And we just want to wish you a good Sunday. Eat healthy. That's what we're trying to do this year. Exercise. Drink plenty of water. And try to stay positive.
Okay,
in
everyone.
this crazy world.
All right. Enjoy your games, everybody. We'll
Take
see
care.
you soon.
Bye.